Hey guys, happy Friday. I am just hopping on real quick to show you this new tool I got for making bows. It's not a new tool, it's been around, but I finally broke down and bought it. Actually, my husband got it for me because it had been in my cart for years, or in my wish list, and he surprised me with it. And I've got to say that it is pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you how to use it and how I'm making bows for the Scotty signs, which are available to purchase. And I'm just trying to get you pulled up so I can see if you can hop on. There it is. I'll make sure that I can see any comments, or I'll make sure that I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you how to make this super cute bow, and I've made bows like this before by hand, and it worked and it was fine, and you know, we made them. But I had this tool in my cart or wish list forever, and it's Bowdrabra, and there's other brands out there like this, but this just slides apart. And anyways, I'll show you how to use it. So I'm going to show you how I'm making these bows for the Scotty signs that we have available for pre-order. Anyways, if you didn't know, the Scotty signs are available on our website, redbirddesign.com, and they are on pre-order right now, so they're $5 off until August 31st or 30th. And we will start working on orders this weekend, and so I'm kind of just playing around with the bows and getting those ready to go. So I thought I'd get on and show you, like I said, this new tool. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my ribbon 24 or 26 inches long, and depending on, you know, the size of ribbon that you are trying to create, you might do something smaller or longer, but I'm going to cut all my ribbon 26. So I've got a Scotty plaid or black and red plaid, and then this fun paw print, and then I'm going to do this check. And I like to have different sized ribbons in my bow, kind of a narrower ribbon, and then also some wide ribbon. And then we'll do a, let's see. Yeah, we'll do a red polka dot. Okay. So I'm going to do 4, which is enough different variety. I kind of like to have a solid in there, but I don't have a solid red or black right now, so this will have to work. So the next thing you want to do is cut the wire that you're going to use to bind your ribbon. And so this is just green wire, floral wire from, I think, Michael's, and it comes in different colors. But so I've got it so it's about 15 inches long, because I want to be able to use this to, one, hold my bow together, but then also to tie to the door hanger. So I keep it pretty long. And then I'm going to just slide it down between these two posts, and take the right side up and the left side down, so it's crisscross from each other. So that's my first step. And then I'm going to take the ribbon that I want in the background, and that's going to be this black and red plaid, and decide how long I want my tails to be. Typically I like to have long tails in my wreaths and things, but for door hangers, I want short tails because I don't want it to get in the way of the wording or whatnot. So I'm going to keep the tails pretty short. And once I figure out how long I want my tail, I'm going to bind up my ribbon and push it down between those two posts. And what's super nice about this is that it just holds it for you so that you can work the ribbon a little bit easier. Prior to this, I'd have one hand holding on my ribbon and then I'd work around my hand as I was holding it. Again, it works, but this is just kind of a nice little treat. So then I need to decide how big I want my bow on the right side. So once I've got that, then I bind up or fold up, gather my ribbon, push it down, and then you can start to see that building. So I've got this really nice bow. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other side, and I've got a little bit too much here because I'm running out, and that's okay. I'm just going to pull it and tug a little bit, and then I'm going to gather and push it down between those two posts. So we're still a little bit off. That's what's nice about this tool, is it holds it for you so that you can make those adjustments and pretty much not have to just let your hand go and start completely over. Okay, so I've got my two here and my tails there. So then I'm going to grab my next ribbon, and when I'm building my ribbon, I want my ribbon to kind of have my patterns opposite of each other. So this pattern is going to have this one on the left up and this one on the right down. My next one is going to go reverse that, and that just helps so that you can see all those patterns a little bit easier. Now the next one isn't a pattern that is on both sides. So if I look at the back side of this bow, it's not very pretty. So when we're building our bow, it does require us to do a little twist. So what I'm going to do is again find out how long your tail wants to be, gather it, and then give it a little twist. So on this side where our tail is, you see the pattern, and on this side you see the back side. And when I make my bow part of the ribbon, so I'm going to bring this around like this, gather it and push it down. You can see how that now makes that bow right side out because I gave it that twist. Now before I do that though, I need to twist it again so that this side has the right pattern or right side out. So I'm going to gather it and twist it and then push it down in between these two panels, and then bring it back, gather it, and now on this one I don't have to do any twisting because of the pattern, how it's going to lay inside there. So again, what I love about this tool is that it holds it for you, and you can build your bow fairly easy and kind of just see how it's going to come together a little bit easier too. So like I said, I like to have the same ribbon on opposite sides. So here it is at the top, here it is at the bottom, and then I reverse that with the polka dot. Okay. So let's do that with the paw prints. I'm going to gather it, and same thing here. The back side is not pretty. It's, doesn't have the same pattern, so we want to make sure that we give it that twist. So find your length of your tail, gather it, and then twist it. Push it down in there, and then bring it back so that your right side is out. Gather it, twist it, Push it down between the panels, and then bring it back, gather, and push it down. The other thing that when you're building bows is your outside or your bottom ribbon wants to be the biggest loops. So you're going to slowly start to get smaller loops. If we were to use the same size for all the loops, you wouldn't see these back ones. They'd just get covered up. So you can kind of see how my paw prints are a little bit smaller, and we can see the outline of those. Okay, so let's do this one again. Not a pattern on the back side, so we need to do the twist. Push that down, bring it back, and then gather it and twist it. And I lost my comments. Let's see if I can see them. Okay. All right, so then I'm again going to make this a little bit smaller. It's my last set of loops. And bring it back, gather it. On this last one, I don't have to do the twist. And don't worry if you're using this tool and you get it. It's great, and it's nice to be able to build it and see it as you go, but it's gonna get kind of ruffled anyways that as we do the tie, and so you're gonna need to adjust it anyways. So don't get too caught up in spending a bunch of time fixing all of the loops there. Get it to the size that you want, and then we're ready to tie it off. So remember the wire underneath. We had one going up and one going down, and so now what we're going to do is make sure that you've cleared your loops on this side, cleared your tails here, and then crisscross them inside the panels or the posts here. Give it a nice tug, and then you can slowly pull your bow out. And then I like to just give it a little squeeze, pull my wire nice and tight, and then I take my wire to the back, so it's wrapped around once, crisscrossed here, and then it comes to the back. So I've got my tails in the back that I'm going to use to tie to my door hanger. And then what I do to get a really nice tight twist on this is I hold the two pieces in my hand like this, and then I twist my bow around my thumb, and as I'm twisting it, it's twisting the wire and pulling it really tight next to that bow. So don't let those pieces slip between your thumb, and you get just a really nice twist there. So I still have enough to tie off, and now we can look at the bow. Like I said, it will need fluffing. So here is where we can adjust it and give these loops a little tug. Make sure our tails are out of the way. There we go. So like I said, this isn't a new tool, but it's new to me and it's pretty cool. And then once I'm ready and have all my ribbon where I want it, I can come in and dovetail my ends, cut them back if I need to. And to dovetail, we simply just fold the ribbon in half and cut from the open end to the fold end up. And then you get that perfect dovetail there. So I'm going to do that to all my ends. And I tend to make my tails a little longer just so that I have room to play and adjust them and do what I need to. So I end up usually cutting quite a bit off of those. And you can then adjust your tails. I like to have my tails kind of come out and around and create a fan around my bow. Some of these front ones just stay down, but the other ones should fan out pretty well for you. And then we fluff our loops. Oh, and this works best with wired ribbon because it allows you to then form those loops really nice. So there we go. That is one bow ready for the Scotty Dog door hangers. And this was called Bowdrabra. And I think there's another one called, it's got wood posts in it. I can't remember what that one's called, but anyways. Check it out. If you're making a bunch of bows, this is really handy for holding those for you. So anyways, just wanted to hop on real quick and show you guys my new tool. And we hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.